What's going on, YouTube? Hope everyone had a great weekend. Today we have a good day in crypto. Everything is in the green. As you can see, we have AVAX up 12%, Core up 14%, WIF up 6%. The big news today is President Biden dropping out of the race. So he endorsed Kamala Harris. She's going to be running against Trump. But what do we know about her views on crypto? We don't know too much yet, but we do know her views are not very different from President Biden's. And we know that they're not as much in favor of self-custody and lower capital gains tax as former President Trump. So you're going to be paying more taxes. It's going to be a lot harder for you to self-custody. And these are not people that we would like to represent us in the crypto community. If we take a look at CoinMarketCap, the Fear and Greed Index is at a 62, which is good because people are getting more bullish on crypto. More liquidity, more money coming into the market. So Bitcoin ETFs crossed $17 billion. And the Wazir X hack that we talked about a couple of days ago right now is at $234 million. Now that's a lot of money. The ETH ETF's launch date is expected to come. That's going to be this Tuesday, July 23rd. Bitcoin right now sitting at $68,142. It's up 1% for the day. And for the week, it's up 12%. Check this out. JP Morgan analysts doubt sustainability of crypto market recovery. They go as far as to say any recent rebound in crypto prices should be viewed as tactical rather than the start of a lasting trend, which we could prove that wrong in 30 seconds. So if we go back to the beginning of Bitcoin, it was worth literally zero, right? Couldn't even buy a bag of peanuts with it. But now, let's go back 2 years ago, 2022. It was worth about 21,000. Let's go 2023 in July. Okay, so we're sitting at 31,000. A year later, we're at 68,000. So we already had the halving event. We're in a bull market right now. Do not tell me that in a year from now, we will not be above 68,000 because we will be double that. So for JP Morgan to tell us that this is just a temporary thing when every year we've been going up and up and up is a bold-faced lie. And all these institutions and all these countries are starting to create these ETFs. They're trying to buy up all the Bitcoin and get richer while you get broke. Ethereum sitting at $3,544. Now, within the last week, it's up 9%. So Ethereum definitely making some motion. And 5 Ethereum spot ETFs from VanEck, Invesco, Fidelity, 21 shares, and Franklin Templeton will begin trading this Tuesday, July 23rd. Now, the SEC approved these Ethereum ETFs, indicating strong regulatory support and institutional confidence, which is exactly what we need in the market. Now, the staking is nearly at record levels with over 33 million Ethereum staked, representing about 28% of the total supply. So it is going on these exchanges. Solana right now at $184. It's up 6% for the day and 25% for the week. So Solana is just, it's at a whole nother level. And that's why, we've been mentioning it within the last couple of weeks because Solana is going to be a bulldog in this cycle. XRP, impressive. So it's at 59 cents right now. Within the last week, it's up 13%. And for the month, it's up 22%. So XRP Army, I know these people are going crazy. They've been waiting a long time for some activity. The CEO of Ripple says the 2024 election is vital for crypto, which I totally agree with because Bitcoin does not wait for anybody. It's not going to wait for you. It's not going to wait for your country. It's not going to wait for anything. Bitcoin is going to continue on regardless if the United States wants to adopt it or not. So almost everyone in crypto is going to be a winner in a second Trump administration, which is true. Even if he, wants to do it or not. But if he really, is committed and follows his promises, then everyone is going to be a winner in his administration. This is going to be huge, and this is why crypto was pumping in the last week. And the Bitcoin conference is going to be a huge event. BlackRock, they set a 0.25% fee for spot Ethereum ETFs. The launch expected this coming week. Now, 0.25% is super low, and that's going to be within 12 months. So they're going to start it at 0.12% for the first 12 months or until their ETF fund is at $2.5 billion in assets. So it's going to be at 0.12%, which is very, very low. It's going to attract a lot of investors. 7 U.S. states unite to challenge the SEC's crypto overreach. So we're starting to see some unity. We're starting to see the crypto community come together and want some representation, which is good because over the years we've needed representation. We haven't had that because, without that, people will just look at us as illegitimate. Now that we're getting that, people will look at us as legitimate, a real asset, a real investment, and that's when the liquidity comes into the market. And all the assets that we've been buying for super cheap over the years are just going to completely skyrocket to prices that you didn't even think were possible. The economic impact of India's crypto legislation on the global market. Now, this is also going to be huge because, India is not too different from China as far as, population goes. It's a country of over 1 billion people, just like China. I mean, we talk about how Trump is concerned about China becoming the leader in crypto, which is a legitimate threat. They can become the leader in crypto. But just imagine if India is able to have access to crypto that's over 1 billion people. That, and China, that's 2 billion people combined, that's a quarter of the world's population. Crypto right there, having that many people being able to access Bitcoin, the price of Bitcoin is going to easily triple, quadruple, and that's without the institutions buying it all up and hoarding it for themselves. Bitcoin is going to run out on these exchanges quickly, and these ETFs, as they hoard it, the only place where people will be able to even try to buy it is through these ETFs, which means that they're not going to be able to own the Bitcoin themselves in self-custody. They're just going to be owning Bitcoin on paper. So I think that it's very important for people to understand that because these prices right now, they look expensive to the average person, but once they understand that they can buy these assets at a fractional price and they can put little money, little by little, it doesn't take much for them to put it, and then doing it over time and setting that money aside is actually going to be life-changing. And they need to understand that these assets that they're looking at right now are going to be easily 5, 10, 15 times more expensive in the future. So, it's more of a long-term vision. That's what wealthy people do. They just buy stuff and hold on to it and just forget about it for years. And then down the line in the future, they're like, oh, wow, I didn't know I had this. Now it's worth so much more than when I first bought it. But, that's just how it goes. So, guys, just stay positive. Continue to hold in DCA. If you like the video, like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.